We just witnessed an extraordinary moment in history. Queen Elizabeth II, now home for the final time, arriving at Buckingham Palace. Let's take you straight to those live pictures now as we just witnessed a moment at Buckingham Palace that we will never see again. An end of an era, an end of 70 years on the throne. Queen Elizabeth making it from her home at Balmoral Estate, where she passed away peacefully, made her journey through the Scottish Highlands, through the villages, the winding streets, thousands of people lining up to greet her. Then she was taken via Royal Air Force from Edinburgh to London, where she landed not long ago. And then the caravan began. Andrew Morton joining me once again, biographer, also royal commentator for us here at ABC News. So as we watched that moment together, we saw first the police, and then you saw the hearse, and we saw the Queen's coffin, and then behind her, her daughter, and the whole caravan coming through all those lines of people. I have to say, it was emotional for everybody here in our studio atop the hotel, looking at Big Ben and Buckingham Palace not far from us.
I have to say, Kyra, just thinking about the double rainbow, the full moon last night, it's kind of a mystical moment. It's been a change of seasons from the sunshine of Scotland to the dank, dark, wet London. It's a real change. It's a step change in the year, and it's a step change in the rain. And I find it hugely symbolic, and as you said, very moving.
Our James Longman, who's our foreign correspondent, joins us now. James and you and I were talking last night, and I remember you saying to me, Kira, keep in perspective, Queen Elizabeth II is the most famous person on this earth. I think what we witnessed over the past couple of days is a testament to that. When you think of all the people, the thousands of people from Scotland to London that have lined up to get a glimpse of her, to clap. She's been a rock of this country, James, a country you have grown up in, a queen, the only queen you have ever known.
Yes, and 80% of Britons have ever known. I've got to say, Kira, it was incredibly moving down here. Even our American friends across the way here found it moving. Everybody. I mean, it was very quiet when she came round this corner. I'm stood right in front, of course, of Buckingham Palace, the global seat of monarchy. I mean, it's the place that everyone associates with the British royal family. It's the place we associate with the Queen. That balcony behind me, where we often see them all, of course. You're watching them as they're looking up, because the flypast goes past here. You see them all lined up, and it was obviously during the Jubilee that we did manage to see the Queen at least a couple of times on that balcony as well. So this is tremendously important, so significant that she's come home. And it was that moment of homecoming, which so many people around where we are here just found so moving. I mean, she actually was born and raised in a house only about half a mile of where I'm standing now. She had no idea when she was born, her family had no idea when she was born that she would one day be queen. It was a kind of an accident of history that it passed to her father. But lo and behold, she came into Buckingham Palace to occupy this place, and for 70 years she was our queen, and tonight she came home. And that, I think, has meant that it's brought this whole moment home for Londoners especially. You know, it's all been happening in Scotland so far. I think Londoners are now waking up to the realization that the reign of Elizabeth II is done.
And James, right behind me, actually not far from Big Ben, I am seeing all the police cars, members of the military. It's starting to back up. We can see the lights and hear the sirens now. It really is quite a tremendous moment here. It gave me chills when I saw the Queen entering into Buckingham Palace there. The heads of the police officers on those motorcycles, heads bound down. Everybody out there in the rain, James, including our own TJ Holmes as well. There, right outside Buckingham Palace. TJ, you know, for you and me, I mean, James grew up here. He understands the weight of this moment. I think for you and me, being here, being a part of this, you can't but feel what this means, and it puts into perspective just this part of history that we'll take back to the States, and we'll be able to tell our kids, our friends, our family that we were here for this moment, that we witnessed what happened here this day.
But look, Kira, we've been familiar with, and you and I have been in this business a long time and covered the royal family in one way, form, or fashion. And I didn't really get it until the Jubilee here this summer when there was that huge celebration, the Platinum Jubilee for this queen. And you got a sense at that point that this might be the last time the world is going to gather, this country is going to gather to really have something celebratory for her, and that being the last time she was even at Buckingham Palace. The Jubilee weekend until now, and where I'm standing here, Kira, this is, if you can, Steve, my photographer, show you, as you see this traffic coming around, that's a Duke of Wellington Place. Now they're coming around, if you pan to the right, she came this way and made a left onto Constitution Hill, where you see those flames. That is a straight shot to Buckingham Palace. And look, London looks like it's back to its buzzing self here. But this whole area was full of people and stood still for about 2 hours. And the crowd was 10 plus deep at times. And it stood still until people heard a siren. The cameras go up. And then they go, okay, that's not her. And then here's something else and the cameras go up. And they were just waiting for that moment, standing out here in the rain for 2+ hours. Families, kids, the best seat in the house was sitting on someone's shoulders. A guy out here even had a step stool. He came prepared, so he could see and just get a glimpse. And then when we finally knew the moment was there, Kira, is after 2 hours of waiting, just applause. And that applause went for a matter of 10 to 15 seconds, and that was it. But that's why the people were standing here. They had their own reasons, plenty of people I talked to, but it always ended with this: I'm here to show my respects. And we talk about, and I heard James say to our American friends, well, he's my British friend as well, and to talk to a couple of Brits out here, 18-year-old young ladies, Kira, get this. One admitted to me, I said, what did the Queen mean to you? That she didn't mean much of anything to me. She didn't mean anything until she passed and I saw the tributes. And that's when I finally got what this woman meant to me and to my country. And even to hear a young lady be honest about it like that, and still this whole thing, her growing up here, she was finally moved in this moment. It was just, you're right, it gives you chills, it's remarkable, but just to see for a split second, people just wanted to be here, came for hours around just to have 10 or 15 seconds of maybe just a hint of a glimpse, just to pay their respects to her.
We were all a part of history and continue to be a part of history. Victoria Murphy, our royal contributor. Victoria, TJ, just put it into perspective about everybody, of all ages, of all backgrounds, from across the pond that came here to witness this moment, to witness this final farewell. She not only moved her people, she moved the world.
Absolutely, and you do get the sense being here this evening, Kira, that the eyes of the world were on this moment because the symbolism of this moment is so very powerful. The Queen coming home to the official seat of the monarchy. This is the official residence, and this is the first time that her coffin has been brought here since she died. I think another very powerful piece of symbolism that we're seeing, you may be able to just see behind me, is the fact that the Royal Standard flag is now flying at full mast from Buckingham Palace, and what that means is that the King is now in residence. And when he has not been here, we have seen the Union flag, which has been flying at half-mast, as many flags around the country have, to symbolise the fact that we are now in mourning. But the Royal Standard flag will never fly at half-mast because when the end of one sovereign's reign ends, another one begins. And so that continuity of the monarchy we're really seeing now. And the Queen's coffin as well, draped in the Royal Standard flag as she arrived at the gates of Buckingham Palace.
Victoria, TJ, also James, thank you so much, and thank all of you for just witnessing this extraordinary moment in history with us. The next moment, her funeral, September 19th, Monday. We will take you there live as well as we leave you live in London at Buckingham Palace, where the Queen has made her final homecoming.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.